Welcome to the Daily Kerbal, Season 1, Episode 1. So, I've already gotten a career mode set up, but I'm going to delete that so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Career mode, I like to have it on easy. Crew respawn timer 1 hour. Enable the comm network, and this will be the same except the funds penalties will be 10%, reputation penalties 10%, decline penalties 0. Science rewards 1,000, funds rewards 1,000, reputation rewards 1,000%. In advanced, it's gonna stay like this. Alright, so I'm gonna get a Kerbal here. The Daily Kerbal. Alright, let's start. Okay, so first thing you gotta do is you gotta go to mission control, and we gotta start our first 2 contracts so we can get extra funding. So we get to gather scientific data from Kerbal and launch our first vessel. So you accept those and you'll make extra money and extra science to start off with. So you have to put the goo containers in a specific order. And don't put any like fins on this because that'll save you money. So you gotta get the mystery goo containment unit. Get 3 of them. Put them like this. And so that way you get science from the ground and the air and when you're in the water. And we're also going to need Bob for this because since Bob is a scientist, he can get vessel science return 100%, part science return 100%. He can reset experiments and run experiments from EVA. And he can boost the value of data from science experiments. So yeah, that's some good stuff. Okay, so we can't enable SAS because he's not a pilot. Alright, so we full throttle up. Don't forget to do the first one. So keep that and launch and then turn to the right. Pitch to the right so that you land in the water. And get your air data like this. Alright, and then we're on time warp. See how the ship is staying right on the prograde without SAS? Okay, so once you hit 250 meters per second or 300, deploy the chute. Oh shoot. Okay, yeah, do it whenever you're going to 200 or 250 meters per second. So let's do that again. Oh, boy. Let's try this again. Don't forget that. Keep it. Right. Time warp. Alright, now this time you have to deploy either 200 or 250. I actually did it about 250. There we go. Back to normal. Flop around like that. And we'll keep this open for whenever we go into the water. So time warp. Did I forget to... Oh no, I forgot to do the air one. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so if you do the air one, or like if you do what I did, which is forget to do it in the air, you should get 120, and then with your contracts, or with the world's first milestones and the contracts and all that stuff, you should have this much. But with the air experiment that I forgot to do, you should have around 300. So, don't get on me for using cheats. I'm gonna try and get this up to 300 just to get it like that. Okay, 308. Gonna keep it like that. Now, we need to get all the way up to this third tree, and then we have to go down here. We got the Science Junior, praise the Lord, and we also have to get this electric thing. And after that, you're basically good to go. Except, you're also probably going to need advanced rocketry. And you're also going to need general construction, maybe. I don't really see any value in aviation or flight control, except for the reaction wheel, because that's going to help you out a lot in the future. Alright, so now let's go into here. And the easiest one that I can do is escape the atmosphere and orbit Kerbal. Now, since these do not expire, that means we have unlimited time to do it. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade the VAB and upgrade the launch pad, and I'm just going to upgrade everything to tier 2. Or to level 2. Because that will help out a lot. Okay, so now we have a level 2 space center. And I do not really do the administration thing. I mean, you can if you want. But what I usually do is that, I usually do outsourced R&D from Linus Kerman. So what that does is that it takes, like, if you have, let's just say 25% commitment in this, it takes 25% of your fund's income and yields 1 science for each 12,209.78 funds. And so, I mean, you can do that if you want. But if you want to get as much money as you can, I wouldn't do it. If you want to get as much science as you can, I would do it, but don't do like 100% commitment, because that will leave you broke and you'll have no money. So let's start designing our first rocket, actual rocket, the orbiter. Okay, so make sure to have a heat shield on. If you want to keep it in orbit, I would still have a whole detachment kind of system. So, I mean, you can have it to where it has this fairing, or you could just put it right up there like that. I usually like to have the fairing. Okay, so, put that on there. Should have gotten that reaction wheel, but okay. And the MK16 parachute. Now we gotta design the stage that will get us around orbit. So what I do is I get the FLT400 fuel tank, put that there, and with the Terrier, because the Terrier is really efficient, and it would only use about 3 units of liquid fuel and oxidizer per second, like if you add it up. So, never mind. But, so while we have that stage, put that on a decoupler. But if it's going to be a little orbiter, we're going to put solar panels on it. Never ever forget the Science Junior, even if it makes it longer. And now that we got all of this new science stuff, put that on the command module, like that. And so this is what our rocket looks like so far. And yeah, we don't have any wings that can move. So now we got to make the stage that gets this into orbit, kind of, or into the air, at least. So we're gonna get 2 of these FLT400 tanks, or you could just hold down Alt and click to copy it. So we get that, and I would use a swivel, even though it has less thrust than the Reliant. It has a gimbal, and that gimbal is what will help us move. And so, we'll put the hammers right here. Don't forget to add aerodynamics, and then don't forget to add your wings. Okay, so then you go through your staging. So, solid, rocket boosters, fire, detach, main engine activates, detaches, Terrier. And then once I'm done orbiting, oh yeah, don't forget an antenna. And then once I'm done orbiting, or once like I use the Terrier to deorbit, it will detach, heat shield, go through the atmosphere, and then parachute. So my staging is all correct, which is a good sign. And you want to angle your antenna like hold on shift and press W so that it goes outwards like that. Or what would go for the more better approach is to have it sticking straight up like that. Okay, so now they have our orbiter complete. I'm just gonna add these basic fins for more movement. Now we have that complete. If you do exactly what this is, it should be worth 17,612 funds. So yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna call this Orbiter 1. Or I should call it the Corbiter 1. Nah, Orbiter 1. Alright. So yeah. That is how you make my custom made Orbiter. Yeah. Alright, in the next episode, we're going to launch this and hope if all goes well. Peace out.